Hello, my name is John Dwellis, and I'd like to share with you my testimony. I was not raised necessarily in the church. We went to church, I remember as a kid, kind of off and on, mostly I think during like the bigger holidays and stuff like that. Just again, it was sporadic with it. So fast forward to about high school era, and I met this pretty girl trying out for theater and thought, ooh, pretty girl. And so started chasing pretty girl around. And it was quickly that pretty girl stated that, well, she only is interested in Christian guys and stuff. And so I was kind of like, well, isn't that me? I mean, I know who God is and stuff, and I guess believe. And so I was like, okay, well, I'll step up. And so started following pretty girl to church and stuff, and started hearing the word. It started permeating me and being around other Christians, not just at church, but also around her and her friends, and just seeing that difference in the way they lived their lives, the way they talked, the way they thought, and just the way they treated everybody else in general, the things that they lived for. And so God just started to slowly permeate my heart to the point to where I just enjoyed being around pretty girl, and started to seek him out myself, and develop a relationship that way. I'd given my life to the Lord back in about middle school days, going to a Promise Keepers conference. So I know I had accepted him in, but as far as following and living for him, it wasn't until that time in my life. Fast forward again to the end of high school and moving away from, pretty girl going to college, and me going off to another state to finish up high school, being separated from her and anybody else I ever knew. Found a church and started kind of going on my own, and started asking more questions and seeking more out, and started to grow in my faith in that aspect. God allowed me and pretty girl to come back together, and she is now my beautiful wife and mother of two kids. Things started off pretty well, as they usually do in marriage, but we quickly started to have rocks, started to have issues in our marriage, very, very severe issues that I didn't know if we were going to be able to make it through. But because of the foundation we had, because of being a part of church and growing together in our faith, and walking alongside each other in our faith, we were able to walk through it, and are now much stronger in our marriage, in our faith, and in all of those things, as they tend to happen when you walk through trials and tribulations like that with it. We continue to work towards those goals. We kind of moved around from different churches. We try to be involved in church as much as possible to help with growing the church and growing our own faith and stuff with it too. And we found First Baptist is our new home and a new season of our life, and we continue to move forward, growing and serving God.